Hi, I'm Jeff Dixon, and I want to tell you a story today about a man who changed your life named Phineas Thaddeus Beevulfetzer. What? Yeah, Phineas Thaddeus Beevulfetzer. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. He changed your life. Now, you may not know that, and you may not even recognize the name, but after you watch this, in just a few minutes, you'll never forget that name. It was in 1927 that 9-year-old Al Gross snuck into the radio cabin of a steamship on Lake Erie. He said, "I heard the noise of the spark transmitter and I saw the radio operator, all of his radio gear, and I was impressed." As a 9-year-old kid. The inventing career it led to became amazingly impressive. At age 12, Al became a ham radio operator. In 1938, at age 20, he built the world's first handheld two-way radio, the walkie-talkie. His radios were used by the OSS during World War II to communicate with agents behind Nazi lines. After the war, he became a pioneer in the citizens band radio, the CB business, building two-way radios for the public. And given the first CBD license on a new frequency, he was the first holder of the license. In 1958, he chose to handle Phineas Thaddeus Beevulfetzer. That's right. That's where the name comes from. Sometimes called the father of wireless communication, Gross created circuitry that led its way to what we know today as the cordless telephone, cell phones, even garage door openers. In 1949, he invented the pager, but he had trouble marketing his latest invention. The doctors hated it because the medical community believed it would ruin their golf games because it would keep interrupting him. Gross was ahead of his time. CB and pagers didn't become popular until his patents ran out. His inventions never made him rich, except, as he once said a few years before his death in the year 2000, he was rich in experience. But he never seemed to care. As a matter of fact, the thrill of inventing proved payment enough for the man called Beevulfetzer. He said this one time, "If I still had the patents, Bill Gates would have to stand aside, and I could have been wealthy." Would have been, could have been, should have been. But he was the one who was the inspiration, by the way, for the 1940s rendition of the Dick Tracy comic books, where he spoke into a two-way wrist radio on his arm. Again, tracing back to the man called Beevulfetzer. See, you and I may never get recognized for the great ideas that you have. As a matter of fact, I'm sure you're brilliant. I know that I feel like I am every once in a while as well. But even though you don't feel like you get the recognition for the things that you've created, maybe, just maybe, it's enough to know that that creative side of you comes from God, and He's placed it in you. And so, as a result, embrace that creativity. Don't be afraid to chase ideas. Don't be afraid to chase passions. Don't be afraid to dream big dreams. And who knows, just maybe, you might come up with something that will change the world.